We're talking about foreclosures.
Okay.
And I've got some questions for you.
Sounds good.
Some questions from some listeners, some questions from, some professionals, some home flippers.
They're going to happen. They're going to inevitably go up again. The default rate will increase, and when it does, I mean, it's not like a light switch though, so it's not like you'll see this. It wasn't even a light switch last time, but we were all kind of caught off guard when that happened. But I think it's going to take a little bit of time for it to start to infiltrate. We've done it. There's a lot more safeguards in play now in terms of vetting out people for their credit and their documentation to make sure they're not pulling one off on the lender.
Right.
What
about when you go to buy a foreclosure?
Yeah.
What are some of the things that the real estate agent / more so the home buyer should be looking out for or prepared for? Is it you have to? I know there's with us. It's the deed of transfer is the start date of when if someone has a foreclosure in the past, and they went through that deed of transfer from the bank taking over the ownership of the house on record with the town hall is when that time period starts of how long you have to wait until you can get pre-approved for. But let's say you're buying a foreclosed house. It's pretty much you can't negotiate, right? It is what it is, pretty much.
Well,
right?
I mean, you can if it's you can't negotiate when you're buying at the home, like at the auction. Because at the auction, it's whatever the bid amount is. It's just the successful bidder wins, and it's just you don't know what the numbers are that the lender's going to bid up to. They have
the bank can buy it back.
The bank, and they typically do. And and then when they do buy it back, it's called a bank owned. It's an REO.
REO, yeah.
Yeah. So and that's lots of times where people have
So it'll foreclose, then they'll have an auction. If the bid isn't high enough, the bank will buy it, and then they'll hold on to it and own it.
Yeah.
For however long that they want.
Yeah.
What's the benefit of the bank doing that?
Well, if they don't have anybody that's bidding at the sale, then they have to take it back.
Okay.
So when they do take it back,
in case nobody comes and does the auction at all.
Either nobody comes, or if they do come, they're not bidding as much as the bank would like to see, them get back, because they have a certain calculation that they put in for their bidding instructions to determine, based upon the value of the property, based upon the unpaid balance and all the extras, escrows, interest, penalties, etc. What they should come in at as a bid. So if their number for their bid isn't achieved,
sufficient enough.
Yeah, it's if somebody lowballs the property, then they're not going to sell it for nothing to the lowballer. They're going to just bid up to the amount that they feel their bid should be, and typically nobody follows them through, and then lets it go to the seller, to the bank.